I didn't have a mic on for some reason. I forgot to turn it on. Uh, Embarrassing. 1 hour just showing you whatever with not talking anything. So we're gonna start again with this. I do it. No, I mean this is a stream, but since we upload to YouTube, it's gonna be a tips video in a way. So I'm gonna start like I did in my first video with the easiest one. Go to config. So yeah, if you go to after New Game Plus, I can do what I mean here either way. So after you go to New Game Plus, let's say you start Godly, or wait, let's say you start hard, and when you start the game again, once you're inside the game and in the world map, go into option, change difficult to normal. The enemies will still drop the new stuff and new shit. Just make the game easier a bit for you. But before going to boss, the last boss in the game, don't forget to set the difficulty to the highest one before you beat him, because otherwise you won't unlock the new or the other difficulties in the game. And then we're going to this here. This is the buttons. You can have whatever buttons you want here. Some recommend auto run. Some recommend the search. But I recommend these two because these two is the one you can actually use the most through the game. Because you could always go in here and press travel, and then you could do it like that. But with that said and done, you can just do it like this instead. You press L1 and you open it like that, and you can just go to the base or wherever you need to go faster. Then this is just the one that makes you go on and off, because you're gonna jump off at every like cave or a dungeon that you find. So of course you gonna want that. Other tips that I got is characters, equipment stuff. I'm gonna go a little bit different this one. Equipment don't do that much special stuff. Like you can have whatever you want. Like for example, mirror veil is pretty good. It will let you repel beams back to the enemy. Not that you need it, but it could be useful. I guess some bosses in the game that use beam attacks. For example, if you have 3 people with that on, they will shoot back the beam to the boss. Skills, I mean, you can have whatever skills that you think is alright. For me, I just took some random ones, but I recommend having the fire everything, the Max Sky Spear, Gun Snipe, the Great Blunt Fire, Shoot Care. Yeah, about those. Those skills are for more like using tanks. For example, you can see my tanks, they are OP as all hell, but we could talk about something else while we're in here at the tanks. So there is this thing that people don't really know about, is that the capacity and the load capacity of the engines. The more load capacity you have, the better, but the weight is the thing that you need to look at, because the more weight, the less armor or less SP. So to do that, you have to reduce the weight on the engine to get more SP. Then there is the all E times 4. I recommend getting a burst build. I call this my burst build on my tanks. What this build does is shoot 3 shots. Like this one we shoot 3 shots, this one shoot 3 shots, this we shoot 2 shots. This is the only one that shoots all. It will not shoot an extra shot if you haven't set the ship on your tank. This will hit all enemies combined with 4 shots, so it will hit all enemies 4 times. So what I recommend is getting this if you go fight a boss. You want to have something that hits many times, because the more shit you do, the less chance of the enemy actually hitting you back, because they will get less time to shoot back since you're gonna shoot so much either way. It's a good thing to have. Second is if you press the right and left, you go to type over here, and in type you can actually go insert shit for your tanks. Like see what I have here. And if you're going to use, for example, Vulkan, then you're gonna have Vulkan support, and maybe you want the exact same setup but with the Vulkan, or you can have the critical hit build combined with some extra shots. Maybe you want some random shit like this one. Uh, don't really need any of this. I recommend if you can just get cannon support on everything here. Of course, farming that would take some crazy long time. So of course, so yeah, it would take some time. Uh, what else? So there's the thing in the dungeons that people don't know about is that you can actually fast travel in the dungeon. Uh, some people don't know that, but I'm gonna show you. I'm just gonna walk for a bit, and then I'm gonna show you that the reason you're gonna have travel on your L1, because you press L1 in a dungeon, then you see this map, and you see that return to entrance. So you can do this and this, and now you're back all the way at the entrance. So if you go all the way to his last chest in a dungeon, and you're thinking, how the hell do I get out? What the fuck? Do I have to go all the way back? No, you don't. You just have this, and you press that, and then return to entrance. So yeah, that's one of the better tips I think, because some people don't actually know anything about that. Uh, then let's go to the Iron base. Let's go in here. Uh, so in here, excuse me. In here, first you're not gonna unlock this in not that you're not gonna unlock it, but you're not gonna unlock it at the first chapter in the main story. In your first playthrough, you're not gonna unlock all this in the beginning. You're gonna have to play through it to unlock some of this stuff. So once you unlock this, for example, here you can trade out your tanks and whatever. And this is where you upgrade your Neftech or whatever you want to call it, weapons. As you can see, I almost had 2 max out already. I wish I got the. I'm gonna get another one before beating this 5th playthrough I have going here. So this will probably maxed out. But one thing I'm not sure about, I don't know anything about it, but there's, if you play the story mode, if you want all these weapons again in story mode, all of these NEF weapons here, if you want more of those in story mode, actually get the same of this one maybe, or get another one of these. So if someone knows, just write in the comment section. Because that would be actually pretty OP if you get another one of those cannons. If, as you can see, this one is not normal. The damage is insane on this one. So if it is possible to get another one and then equip that on on another tank, or on the same tank that already has one, just think how insane the damage would be. The same thing with this one probably be insane too once you max it out. So if there were possible to get more than one, holy shit. So yeah, but some items are real rare to get from bosses. Like the 100th cannon, that one was insane to get. Only got in one. I'm not sure if you could get it then more times because you know. So here we have the shop. Every time you take level up, you see my take level max above is the max, and the max is 20. So every time you level up, a few new items will come in here. So, but the what item I'm gonna talk about, the most important one, is go to general and go for this one. Is one of the more important one. And these two are the most important one. Because you just want. Look, I had 100 of this when I've been playing through my playthrough. I had 100 of this. Now I have nothing. I have 0 of this. Because I have to use them so much in the tunnel areas. I call those dungeons. I call every area you can go down or into a dungeon because that's how it is. You can sell stuff. Not really that important. You call it rings to get some information or story or lore story. Sometimes it's not that good, but it's better than nothing, I guess. In here you can select your team members. Nothing special. Here you can upgrade the character. Here you can change skills, you can change jobs. For some people, they recommended Hunter and Soldier. I can say that Punk actually gets some good stats too. Not the greatest stats, but he does get some okay stats. Nothing to like care about that much. Oh yeah, I forgot I took off some stuff from my character. So here you can look for whatever you want, like maybe a smoke bomb. Makes the enemy have less hit on you. Maybe healing duty. Maybe. But I recommend attack skills like this. I mean, like this. And you see the human and the auto and the tank. The human is when you're in the human form. The skill for human. Auto is always on. It's a passive skill. Tank is just for tank skills. Like this one is really good. Max counter. It will counter enemy at max lift hit you. Like this was walking. Like when you walk around. This one you can use your skill in the skill menu. I use this over there. But yeah, I don't know. I just pick some random because they don't really do that much. I'm more after what you set on your car, like skills you have on your car or tank, whatever. But yeah, I mean, you can choose whatever you want. Walk rate is pretty good though. It increases your attack, not much, but it does help. But yeah, I recommend going for not human. Everybody should be a hunter, soldier, or a punk in your party. It's really good to have. Then you go to the garage. In the garage you sell stuff. Here you upgrade stuff on tanks. Here you can make parts for your tank and change paint. Yes, change paint. Make tank is where you make your tanks. This is the more important one because you can find blueprints to make new tanks. If you don't want to see more of the tanks I have and you want to find them yourself, I recommend you don't look anymore. But if you don't care, I'm gonna show off the tanks that I have. I don't have every tank in the game yet, but I show off the ones I have. So the Ultra is probably the best tank. Probably. I'm not sure because I don't have every tank. Not the best tank, but the best cannon build tank that I have. If there is one that has like cannon goddess on it or something like that, then that probably will be the best one. Yeah, as you can see, maybe I should show this first, like this. Look at this. This looks really epic. This one is awesome. So yeah, so for example, here you can look around. You can see the Vulcan gathers on this one. This one is so good. This insane damage with the Vulcans, especially if you're going for specific builds, like if you want thunder damage, like you want frost damage or fire damage, maybe beam damage. Actually, I don't know how beam damage works because I know how it works, but I mean, there's not any enemies that's weak to it, so I don't see the point of making a build through it if you don't just want it because of how cool it shoots. I mean, I love how the beam works in the game. It's really cool. And then we can look at what type there is. There is the machine gun type, there is the cannon type, there is the another machine gun type, then there is SA type. SA are like missiles, like long range weaponry and defense systems. So, for example, you can have a defense system that out-intercept enemies' attacks, for example, missiles and rockets and cannons. They could be good. Somebody who's fighting the McDonald, for example, having a hard time beating him, could use of SA type gear. But to me, I just went all out with the damage. I went all out for the crazy amount of damage you can do. And it's so goddamn awesome that you can actually go out and just spray. Like, if you looked at my video, you're gonna see the damage. I'm gonna show you the video again where I fight the goddamn warship Saurus, and you're gonna see the insane damage these tanks do when set up right. But I recommend looking around. Every tank that has a type, the first down, it says type and a cannon storm. If you look, I recommend building a tank with that in it. Like say this has cannon storm, then you should build just cannons on this and have it build around that. Will help you out so much more. But for most part, I recommend cannons. Either that cannons that does high amount of damage, but you only shoot one time, or I recommend cannons that does burst damage that shoot like 1 or 2 shots or more. Because those are insane. Because the more shots you do, the less then have time to do anything about it. So yeah, that's what you're gonna see later on when I make it a battle, go into a battle. God damn it! So here you can see, you can look at all these. Look at all this. This the rocket has 5 slots. If you look on the right side, it says equip slots. I recommend going for something that has many slots. For example, the gun. Gun guard is so good, but you can only get the gun guard in New Game Plus. I don't know. I think it in New Game Plus 4 actually. You can only get it on the Gatly New Game Plus. And then there's some. For example, you can get the Rommel Go. I think no, is the Rom this one. You can get this on New Game Plus free. This one is insane with the, of course you don't have the skill for it, but if you just make if you combine like only Vulcans on this guy, it is insane how insane you can go with this guy. I had 3 of these guys with Saurian shield or engine, and the SP was at 30k SP with this insane amount of damage. And god damn it, Dixby, shut the fuck up. So I mean, if you build right, if you want to build, because I'm not done. I'm gonna, once I beat the game, maybe 1 or 2 more times, I'm gonna start building tanks for specific builds. I'm gonna start building one with only like beams. I'm gonna be one with only confusion ray. I'm gonna be one with only bullet damage and stuff like that, because I love this game. I think this game is great because you know there's not many games that's like this, so I wanna I hope to make another one in the future, because I wanna go into it. Like I want them to make it bigger, more enemies, more different tanks. Like actually they can actually have mechs in it if they want to. I wouldn't care as long as they make it bigger, better, and more monsters to kill. maybe new sort of guns, maybe maybe add some new ideas like combining stuff and shit. So yeah, I mean that's not what we're gonna talk about. This was all about tips and shit. But of course, I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I like the game. You know, we have to talk about that too. So let's go to Sarian and test out the guns on my tank here. Uh, if you guys did watch the first video and you want to watch one with my mic, sure, then you know what's gonna happen if you saw the first one. Uh, but I tell you this, the build I got right now is insane. This guy would actually die almost before you start battle, so I'm gonna show you a few things here. Here's one of the tips. You see the picture above on the screen? You see the fire picture? That fire picture means that it's a weakness. It's weak to actually fire. So if you attack this guy fire, it will take down the shield. The shield will go down on the Saurian, and once that happens, you will actually take way more damage, like almost double damage, I think. So just start firing and see if you can beat this guy. But you can look at this damage. Look, it's insane. It didn't have a chance. So actually, and I recommend if you don't have the cannon build, the cannon storm on, then just go with fire everything. And you will see how insane this build is. Look. That's just his first cannon that's shooting. It didn't have a chance. It was no mercy for that bitch. God damn it. So, yeah, you can make a goddamn awesome build in this game if you set them up right. You don't really need to have like Cannon Storm or anything like that. But I would like to have I'm not sure if that's the tank, but the Cannon Goddess Rush or whatever it's called. Because, you know, if there is, I'm gonna make a build on that instead. But as you can see, there's some ways you could do stuff like this. For example, these enemies don't show you weakness because they're just normal enemies. I mean, there's so many stuff you can do in the game that's not showing you what is going on with the game. But for me, I think the game is great. One of the few games that I randomly bought because I didn't even know what Metal Max Xeno was. So I just bought it for the sake of it because I saw it looks interesting. And the gameplay is actually pretty fun. I don't really care about the story that much. I mean, I didn't even care about story Mad Max in the game or anything like that. So, I mean, so if you want the turn-based battle, you can actually have this. If you want a turn-based battle in this, like a literal turn-based battle, you do first and the enemy do afterwards. You go to combat and set it up like this. It's gonna feel like playing a Final Fantasy game with tanks, okay? I mean, I tried to figure out if there is a few things now that I remember that you guys gonna want to look at. For example, this one. Some people don't know how to go beyond your max level. So for example, if all your characters level 99, you're gonna need this. But this is a 2-star one. If you're on your first playthrough, not on the second one, just the first, you're gonna get this one, but with 1 star. Once you're level 9, once you use those, they will increase your level to 110, so you get 10 levels through using one of these. But if you go to a new game plus and start farming with the 2 stars, you will get 50 levels. Using one of these give you 50 levels. It will increase some of your stats because you don't have that much. I think like 300 something at 500 at max. But once you go like going all the way to 999, you're gonna have 1,100 in driving skills, and you have like 5,000 in normal attack and shit. So it will help you out tremendously. So I recommend maxing out the characters you like and go for 999. If you want to max out everybody, you could do that. I mean, it doesn't take that long. I could probably max out two characters, maybe with this. It's good. So then we got I'm not sure if I have any right now. I gotta look for it. To upgrade your yeah, I don't have it. So let's go farm for some. Uh, yeah, I think the Gargantians in this area will drop. Yeah, it dropped one. And you can get a bonus drop like this. I got lucky. This is actually pretty good. This is insane. I got one of those. Now you can combine two of those. And do more damage, but whatever. So what you want is this one to level up your guns beyond the normal level. So once you get one of those, just press and then use. You can create the engines. You can create almost everything here. Only things you can't upgrade is the NEF weapons. Don't need to bother with those either way because they already so freaking OP. But you can use these to upgrade whatever. And you can see on the side it says 50%. So this is a S1. S1 gives you I think 10 on the percent on the side. So 10. And then there's the medium one that gives you 25. And then there's the L1 that gives you 50. So instead of just farming for the small ones, just go for L1 and just if you're gonna max, I don't know what the max plus is. I think it's 99 because I think it was on 15 or something. One of mine on the flip. No, not the flip. What's it called? The ultimate flame. I think it had like one in 15 plus. So just use it like this and you level it up. So that's how you do it. And I really don't feel like doing it again, but if you guys, I gotta do it your way, the monster list. What I wanted to do is show you all the monsters that I found. And when you look at the right side, there's gonna be a drop item and encounter. So what I want to do is show you off all the monsters. Then if there is a monster you actually specific seek, you will see it on my list here, and you might pause the video or whatever and just read and see if you seek any of that stuff. Maybe you need to make a cannon, maybe you need to make a weapon, and you need a specific part. Um, so, and if you don't want to see all the monsters, you don't want to, know what monster it is or anything, then recommend skipping this part or, whatever. Not look. So I'm gonna show them off. I'm gonna go a little bit faster than I did in my other video because you can always pause the video if you wanna see the monster. So I'm gonna go now. So once I start, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna be quiet while I do this. So starting now. game. I went a little bit fast, but if you want to see it more slowly or anything, go to my other video. I'm way slow in that video, so just go to that one. So yeah, and then there is the Road to Ace. This one is pretty good, especially at the start of the game in your first playthrough. What you want to do is you go in here and it will tell you what you need to do to get points. For example, this one over here. This that you gonna need to do to unlock some points. You get 5 points for doing this. So yeah, it's pretty easy once to you just need to make one of these. So once you get some points, you go in here. Then you go learn about your skills and stuff in here. So recommended skills at the start at your first playthrough. Just go for driving skill. Driving skill, combat skills. These two are the most important, I think at least. Once you're done with that, go for secret aim, satisfaction, then treasure scent. After that, you can choose whatever you feel like. But if you're going for a specific build like a Volcan build with fire damage, then go for upgrading these two. They will help you out tremendously. Maybe Vitality might be good to get before some other stats. Then the HP one. Yeah. So yeah, that's what the Road to Ace do, and I press the wrong button, of course. Then in here you can equip tank stuff. You can do that off stuff, and then you can board and exit. And here in board and exit, you can actually change the slot of your characters. So if you have one tank only and you have 3 characters, then you can actually press those 2 into that tank if there is 3 slots for persons to fit that tank. So that's one thing. Is there anything else that I haven't showed around for you guys? No, not really. I think I showed the most important ones. But after this video, I might do another video where I just go around killing all the bosses. Where I start from the beginning of a new game and just go around killing all the bosses. Show you locations up. Oh, excuse me, we're tired. Oh, goddamn. But I show you locations some bosses, and I show you where you can kill some and where you find some, and then I just gonna go around killing them all and show you, see what loot we get and stuff. It might be fun, it might not be fun, but once I do that, then we go to my I got streams on my Twitch channel, Smallwork22. So just go search for that. It will be a Warhammer background on my in my channel. Goddamn, I can talk. So and follow me there and stuff. Because I feel like I won't record on YouTube, but I feel like I can just download the video from Twitch and then upload it to YouTube afterwards, like I do with the Left Alive videos. But I hope you guys think the tips helps you out and stuff. I'm sorry about my other video. I will leave it up because there was some great things I might haven't even showed you in this. Because I haven't show you the Volcan build I had. I will do that once I start playing or streaming on my Twitch. I will try to leave my Twitch in the description of the video, so that you guys can see for yourself. Yeah, I have 50 I have 50 hours in this game. Sometimes you just like some games, sometimes you don't like some games. I might actually stream another game called Sword and Fairy 6. Some of you might know what it is, some might not. I don't even know what the fuck it is myself, but it would be interesting to see. It's a Chinese game, so maybe it's good, maybe it's shit. We don't know until I actually try the game. But for now, I think we're done with the tips and tricks video for Metal Max Xeno. I hope it helped you out. If it did, give me a like. If it didn't do anything for you and you already knew all this stuff, then still give me a like. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have fun. Hope the tips and tricks video helped you out. If you want to see something else, like some other builds, or maybe you want to see something like specific stuff, you can write in the comment section. I might try to show it off for you guys. No, I don't. I've been looking up some videos for this, and not many actually does any tips and tips video for this. Tips and tips, tips and tricks videos, or tips or anything like builds, anything on YouTube. So I want to try to do some, and if you guys want to see some specific builds, I might try to get a build for you guys. But I'll actually do the other video. I might do it today, streaming on my Twitch channel, Smartphone 2. So just come there, look if I'm online, and follow me and stuff, and like and everything. But I hope you guys have fun. I hope it helped you out, and I'm leaving. See you guys around. Knife Breaker out. Thanks for watching, guys.